So very good morning to everybody. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed and calm. We're going to do some nice gentle start, and we will do some a little bit more difficult stuff later on, but not too much today. We're just going to basically carry on, start where we were doing last week and then carry on from that. So to start with, we're going to do some slow breathing. So breathing slowly and following whatever moves I do. So we'll start some background music going. And I want you to take a breath in through your nose. So breathe in. And slowly breathe out through your nose. And breathe in. And breathe out through your nose. I forget, I always breathe out through my mouth because I'm used to that. But if you can breathe out through your nose, that's the yoga way of doing it. Breathing in, breathing out. If you want to close your eyes and focus on your breath, breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, let's raise the hands up. Take a breath in. And lower the hands as you breathe out. Nice and slowly breathing in. And breathing out. Breathe in. This time take your hands together in the air, push them together. As you exhale, bring the hands down in front of your chest. And release. Let's breathe in again. Hands together. Push together, breathe out. And lower down. We're going to do that twice more. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Hands together. Hands down in front, breathe out. Relax your arms down. Take 2 more breaths. Breathe in. And breathe out. And one more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Very good. Now, if you weren't feeling calm before, hopefully you're feeling calm. We're going to ruin that now by doing a little bit more immobilizing exercises. So to start with, let's roll those shoulders round. And roll your shoulders back. Fantastic. Have a little twist. Nice and gentle. Turning your head, looking over your shoulder. Very good. Now, I want you to do big circles with your right arm forwards, but not too fast. Think about slow, relaxed, slow moves. Just circling the arm round. Now we're going to change it to a figure of 8. So sweep the arm round and back up the other side. Fantastic. Let's do the other side. So big circles forward, slowly. No need to rush it. And figure of 8. Fantastic. Take one hand onto your hip, feet nice and wide, other hand goes in the air, and we're just going to stretch across and reach out and hold that position for a few seconds. Breathing again nice and slowly. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And change sides. Fantastic. Now, going back to a few breaths, but we're going to do a few moves with those breaths. So as you breathe in, I want you to roll your shoulders back and look up. And then breathe out, roll forwards, look down. Roll back, breathe in, look up. Roll your shoulders forwards, breathe out, look down. We're going to do that twice more. Roll back, look up. It's quite nice to do this with your eyes closed. Roll forwards, breathe out. One more time. Roll back and look up. And exhale, roll forwards, look down. Fantastic. Now, I want you to push up onto your toes. See if you can hold onto your toes. Heels off the floor. Onto your toes. Hold that position, and if you can, I want you to raise your hands up. Hold for a few seconds, balancing on your toes if you can. Now, we're going to ground those heels down at the same time. Take the arms behind you, bend the knees, and then push up again. Hold for a few seconds, balancing on your toes if you can. Then if you feel unbalanced, just go into the next move, yeah? Heels down, stretch back, push up. Let's do one more. Heels down and push up. Hold on your toes, hold there. If you can balance, that's amazing. And bring your hands together. Still on your toes, come down and ground your feet back down again. Excellent. Good. We're going to move forwards and do a sequence. I'm going to do the sequence first for you. This is called standing sequence 1. And I'm just showing that for Richard. Now, so we're going to be doing deep breaths each time. We're going to be going up. Then we're going to go into chair pose, which is a little bend of the knees. We did this last week. Okay, we're going to hold that for a few seconds. Okay, then we're going to come back up again. Bring the hands in front, and I want to go a bit deeper this time. So we're going to go right down into a squat and hold that position for a few seconds. We're then going to come back up again, and we're going to do our forward fold. Legs straight. Then we're going to come back up, hands together, and bring the hands back down in front, just like we did when we were warming up. So that's our sequence. Is that okay? Are you ready? Good, good, good. We're ready. So with me, nice and slowly. Breathe in, arms up. Palms facing each other. Breathe out, bend the knees, into chair pose, hold the arms out. We're going to hold that for a few seconds, taking deep breaths. Now as you straighten the legs, bring your hands in front, clasp your hands together, and we're going to bend the knees again. We're going to go a little bit deeper this time. Again, hold that position. This is a deeper chair or a squat position. Take a breath. Now come up, hands back up, palms facing forwards. Now into our forward fold. I want you to keep your legs straight. Fold your body down, hang down for a few seconds, a couple of deep breaths. Doesn't matter how far you can go with those hands. If they're touching the floor, that's amazing. But if they're not, don't worry, just let your body hang loose. Let your back stretch. And then with me, take a big deep breath in. Hands together. And down in front of your chest. We're going to do that sequence a couple more times, yeah, 2 or 3 more times. So at your own speed, you don't have to go with me. You can go at your own speed, but keep it slow. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, hands in front. Exhale into our squat. Let's hold that for a couple of breaths. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let your body hang. When you're ready, inhale, hands up. Exhale, down in front. Okay, I do want to do that twice more through, so twice more. I'll turn sideways for this so we can see that squat. Let's bring the hands up. Chair, back straight, head up, arms as high as you can get them. Hold for a few seconds. Inhale, bring your hands out in front. And we're going to go into a deeper squat now. Sitting back straight if you can, arms out in front as a counterbalance. Head up, looking forwards. Couple of deep breaths. Okay, if you're ready, we'll come back up again on the inhale. Into forward fold. Each time, just allow your body to loosen up, get those fingertips a little bit closer to the floor. Breathe in. Hands together. Breathe out. We're going to do one more time through the sequence, one more. Say with me. Breathe in. Bend the knees a little bit, hold that position. Breathe in, stand up, arms out in front. We'll go deeper down now. Again, we'll hold that position for a few seconds. Stand up. Into forward fold. Relax, let your body relax, hang down, let your head hang down. Breathing in and out through your nose. Let the body stretch as your fingertips sink a little bit closer to the floor. Very slowly unroll your back. Come up. Hands down in front. And release. Have a little shake out. Now, I want you to watch me, okay, for one, and then we're going to add a little twist. So, watch me first. We're going to do that forward fold again. But we're going to grip one hand onto the ankle or onto the calf, the thigh, shin, I should say, shin, and we're going to twist. And we're going to come down, we're going to stand up, and we're going to bring the arms down in front. And we're going to do that alternate sides. So if you're ready, yep, okay, good. So with me, take a breath in. Straight into forward fold this time, into forward fold. So let's say left hand onto left shin. Twist Bring your right arm up in the air, nice and high. If that left knee bends a little bit, that's okay, but I do want you to keep your right leg straight. So the knee that you're holding on to is okay to bend. Take a couple of deep breaths. Okay, let's bring the hand down again. Straighten both knees. Hang for a second and then big inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. So we're going to do it again, but we'll do the other side. Hands up, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Now with your right hand, grip your right shin or ankle or onto the floor if you can, and twist up. Now that right knee's bending a little bit on me, but if you can keep the knees straight, that's great. But if that knee bends a little bit, that's fine. Fantastic. Inhale as the arms come down. Straighten out the knees, stretch a little bit more, and then bring your hands up and down. So we're going to do two more. One on this side, one on this side. Yeah, one on each side. So nice and gentle, nice and slowly again. Breathe in. Into forward fold. Twist up. Turn your head, look up towards your hand, look to the side, look to the sky or the ceiling in this case. Bring your hand down. Stretch again. Oh, my fingers are a little bit close to the floor now. That feels really good. Arms up, hands together, and down in front. We're going to do one more on the other side. So release. Inhale. Forward fold. Hang down. Relax your back. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Grip your right hand onto your right shin. Twist up. Right knee may bend a little bit. Let's hold this for a few seconds. Couple of deep breaths. Bring your hand down. Both hands come up. And hands down in front. We're going to do one more forward fold with the feet a little bit wider, and all we're going to do is hang. Okay, for 4 breaths, 4 breaths. Okay, just hang. So, final stretch. Bring your hands up. Into that forward fold. We've got those feet a little bit wider now. So I just want you to hang down, keeping your legs straight. Let those fingertips drift towards the floor. Don't bounce it. Just let it relax. Let it go down by itself. If you can get your fingers on the floor, your hands on the floor, that's amazing. If you can't, really doesn't matter. Just let yourself hang down. Feel your backs of your legs stretching. Let it hang. One more breath. Bring your hands back up slowly. And hands down in front. Excellent. Excellent work. Now, we're going to do, what are we going to do? Well, I want to do a little practice on a lunge. Whoops. So we're going to do a lunge sequence. We didn't do this last week. We did something similar, but we're going to just take it a little bit different today. So watch me first. Watch me. And I'm going to start by taking a step back. So I'm on the end of the mat and I'm going to take a big step back. Now, the back, if I can balance, the back heel is off the floor. Okay, we're up onto that toe. We're going to bend that front knee and we're going to push forwards. We're then going to bring the hands up, palms towards each other, and we're going to hold that position for a few seconds. We're then going to bring hands forwards and both hands onto the floor, like you're a sprinter about to sprint off. Okay, we're then going to attempt to do a twist up. Then the hand comes down. We're going to bring that back knee onto the floor and do a second pose, but with the knees on the floor. Stretch back a little bit more. And then we're going to step forwards and bring the hands down again. So that's the sequence. Okay, is that okay? Have you got that? So if you're ready? Ready? Yes, we're ready. So with me, nice and slowly, we're only going to do this a couple of times for today. So, breathe in, arms up. I forgot, I did it wrong already. Start again. Start by taking a big step back. Oh dear. Start by taking a big step back. Okay. Back heel off the floor, toes pointing forwards, push forwards into that lunge position. Okay, so that front knee goes forwards. Most of your weight is on the front foot. Now bring your hands up. That's more like it. Think about letting your body weight push down towards the floor, keeping the back leg straight. Hold it for a few seconds if you can. Now we're going to gently bring the hands down onto the floor, either side of that front foot. Now, we're going to twist up. I'm on the other side of the sun. So, if your left foot is forwards, I want you to bring your left hand off the floor and twist up. Okay, bring your hand down. Bring the back knee onto the floor. And hands back up again. Now stretch back. Hands onto the floor. Step forwards. Stand up. And hands down in front. Let's do that again, but we'll do the other leg. So big step back. Back heel off the floor. Back leg should be straight. Bend the front knee. You'll feel a stretch into that thigh and into your glutes. Bring your hands up. Now if you can just lower yourself a little bit more into that stretch, that's amazing. Hold it for a few seconds. Now bring your hands to the floor. Whichever foot is towards the front, if it's the right foot towards the front, lift your right hand off the floor and twist up. Again, if you can lower your body weight down to get more of a stretch, that's amazing, and keep that back leg straight. Now bring your hand down to the floor. Bring the back knee down and hands up once again. Stretch it back. Release, bring your hands forwards. Step forwards with other foot. Which brings us into that forward fold position. We can now stand up and hands down in front. Fantastic. We are going to go through that sequence twice more. Yeah, twice more through that sequence. Exactly the same. So, bring your hands. Nearly got it wrong again, didn't I? One foot goes back. One foot goes back. I so want to raise my hands up at the beginning of each sequence. Right, find your balance. Let's just take a moment to find that balance point. Now, if you imagine your feet are on railway tracks, so you haven't got one foot directly behind the other. You've got one foot back, one foot out to one side, other foot out to the other side. So you've got that distance, horizontal distance between your feet. Now, push down into the stretch. Bring your hands up. Hold for a few seconds, feeling that stretches in your legs. The muscles in your front leg are holding your weight, so you're building strength in that front leg. Now, hands down to the floor. If the right foot is forwards, lift up your right hand, twist up. Now while you're here, if you can just bring those hips a little bit lower to the floor, keeping the back leg straight, that's amazing. Okay, bring the hand down, back knee comes down onto the floor, and we stretch back. Fantastic, come forwards, hands onto the floor. Step the back foot forwards to meet the front foot. Bring your hands up. And bring your hands down. Let's do one more on the other side. So, other foot goes back. Find your balance. Take a moment to check your feet position and then bend the front knee. Keep the back leg straight. Arms come up. Lower yourself down, feel the muscles in your front leg holding your weight, building your strength. Bring your hands to the floor. Twist up. Check the back leg is straight. Push down a little bit. Let your body weight sink down. Hand comes back down. Back knee onto the floor now. Fantastic, hands forwards again, step forwards, bring those feet together. Final forward fold stretch, hands up and down in front of your chest. Very good, excellent. So we're going to move on a little bit. Now what we're going to do next is pretty much the same as we did last week. This is a standing sequence. Okay, another standing sequence. We're not getting down on the floor too much today. Okay. So this is the same as we did last week. I'll just run through it quickly. Feet wide. I'll go through slower for real in a minute. I'm just going to do one with you watching me. And we're going to turn the toe out. And we're going to go into our strong position here. Okay. The second position is a twist. Hand onto your thigh. And up. Hand behind your back. Reach out. Straighten the legs. And change sides. And we do the other side. Is that okay? So we'll do both sides, obviously. We'll start any side you like. If you're ready, we'll go for it. Start with your feet nice and wide on your mat. Feet should be parallel to each other. Go as wide as you can. Okay, now turn the toe on one foot outwards to 90 degrees. To 90 degrees. Now, The toe that's pointed outwards, we're going to bend that knee and we're going to push the hands forwards, bring the hands horizontal. So we're looking to get a perfect horizontal arms and push into the stretch again. Bit different to the lunge stretch because that back toe's turned out and the heel is on the floor. Fantastic. Now this hand we're going to bring down in front of that front thigh. Then we're going to start with the hands together and we're going to twist up, opening out and hold. Again, arms forming a straight line. Now the hand that's in the air, I'm going to bring onto your thigh and bring the other hand up and stretch up, maintaining the feet position, the leg position. Now the hand that's on your thigh, take behind your back and other hand stretches out towards the wall. This is where you start feeling it in that front foot as your body weight goes forwards, that front leg. Okay, straighten out the front leg, bring your hands down and change sides. So, on the other side, push into the stretch, toes pointing out at 90 degrees, hands out, palms facing down towards the floor. The hand that's in front is going to come down. Now if those fingers touch the floor, that's amazing, but they don't have to. Then we're going to bring the hands together and open out with a big twist. Lots of twisting today, isn't there? Lots of twisting. This is really good for your back. Stretches open the vertebrae, allows them to breathe. Hand that's in the air goes onto your thigh. Other hand goes up in the air. Maintain the position on the legs. Fantastic. Hand on your thigh goes behind your back. Other hand is going to stretch out. Really push forwards. Reach it out as far as you can. Pushing that hand out, fingertips towards the wall. Fantastic. Release. Straighten that leg. Turn your toe back in. Let's do two more. One side and then the other side. Yeah, so only twice more on this sequence. Turn the toe out. Arms out and bend that front knee. Push forwards. Hand that's out towards that front foot. Fingers towards the floor. Hands together. Open up. Fantastic. Hand that's in the air. Onto your thigh. Other hand goes up. Hand that's on your thigh goes behind your back. Reach out. Push forwards. Have an extra stretch here. This is a good one to really get stretch into those thighs, those inner thighs. Fantastic. Straighten out that leg. And we're going to change sides. We're going to do one more. Just one more on the other side. So, again, get yourself into that starting position again. Turn the toe outwards. Hands out, palms towards the floor. And stretch forwards. Now, what's happening? I've forgotten. No, hand that's out, comes down. Okay, and towards the floor, bring the other hand to meet the hands together, and then a big twist up. Hand that's in the air, onto your thigh, other hand comes up, and we stretch it back. Keep pushing that front knee forwards. Fantastic. Hand that's on your thigh, bring behind your back. We're going to do one final stretch outwards. Last one. Push outwards. Release. Bring your toes back in. Finally, we'll do another one again like we did earlier. We'll do one more forward fold. Hands down towards the floor. One final stretch. Hold it for a few seconds. take a few breaths. If you can get those fingertips onto the floor, that's amazing. If the fingertips easily touch the floor, maybe put the palms of your hands on the floor. If you're flexible enough. If you find putting the palms of your hands on the floor easy, maybe put your elbows on the floor. I've seen girls do that. Impossible for me, but some people can get their elbows on the floor in this position. That's very sexist saying girls. I'm sure some guys can do it as well. Let's bring the hands up. And arms down. We are going to do that once more. Okay, just give you an extra bonus one because we had a little break. Let's do it once more. So, into our final forward fold. Hang for a few seconds. Arms up, unfold slowly. Hands together and down in front of the chest. Very good. Now we will do our final stretches. So we were going to go onto the floor on your mat, please, and we're going to do some stretches, floor stretches. There we go. So I want you in tabletop position on the floor, which means hands and knees. Okay, so we're going to start with some cat stretches. So I want you to arch your back up towards the ceiling, head hangs down in front. Take a few deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose as well. Push your back as high as you can towards the ceiling. Let your head hang down in front between your shoulders. Now we're going to reverse that position. We're going to bring the tummy down towards the floor, head up. Arch your back the other way, so nice concave lower back. Hold that for a few seconds. Arch your back once again into your cat stretch. And back down into your cow stretch, head up, concave back, tummy down towards the floor. Back to neutral position, so halfway between the two. Now, widen your knees a little bit towards the edge of your mat. If you're on a standard yoga mat, sit your heels, your bum back towards your heels, sit back, push your hands out in front, bring your chest down towards the floor. We're going to take 2 or 3 long, slow, deep breaths while we hold this position. One more deep breath. Slowly bring yourself back up. And just very gently, just turn yourself around so you're sitting on the floor. So back nice and straight, sitting down. You can be just feet crossed over, or you can be in a full lotus position if you like. I'm just going to stay here now. I just want you to take your hands on, or your forearms onto your thigh, onto your knees, and push down. So this is going to give you a little stretch through your inner thighs. Okay, so just push down on those knees and get a little stretch in that seated position. Just going to hold that for a couple of breaths. And release the knees. Take one final deep breath in. And breathe out. Very well done. There's only one thing left to do, and that is get yourself up off the floor. Okay, so take your time. Don't get up quickly. If you're sitting down on the floor and you just get up nice and slowly, take your time any way that's comfortable. We're going to stand up slowly. Ah. So very well done. We'll progress it next week. Next week I'm going to just start doing some more floor work. So we'll be doing the downward facing dog position next week. We'll just introduce that again, but we'll take it gently as well for the new people. So we will introduce that next week, but don't worry, it will be nice and gentle to start with. We're not doing the full sun salutation just yet. Okay, so very well done. Hopefully you found that good. I hope you feel nice and relaxed and chilled out and a little bit, and worked your body a little bit as well. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you for the next one. So take care, guys. And I'm going to come and sit down now over here. You can unmute your microphone. I apologize for the loss of service halfway through, or 2/3 of the way through. I'm going to say, well done.
Not your fault.
No, I don't. It was Zoom. It was. I don't know what happened. Anyway, did you lose Zoom, or were you all still there?
We were all
Because for me, the whole thing disappeared. Everyone disappeared. Yes, I froze. Was I frozen in that position? And you thought he's holding this a long time.
We're all watching each other, looking startled.
Yeah, and I wasn't actually frozen. I was running about restarting the computer and things like that. Any case, this happens when we're on technology, so I do apologise. It's not my fault. And I'll see you next time, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.